I said, okay, maybe we can go. We can take like a holiday, and then we can do like the pre-quali. If it will be good, I will go to Austin. If not, whatever. And then I went to Vegas, and I won there. So I get the invitational to go in Texas. I went in Texas, and I got the medal. I got the silver medal. So at this time was like, wow, I got the medal. And until this time, I got the invitational every year.
Ciao ragazzi, it's great to have you listening in again for this new Riders Lounge podcast episode, and this time it's with the Italian warhorse who just keeps on going, Massimo Bianconcini. I'm Steve Sommerfeld, your host for this podcast, which is all things freestyle motocross, and I just want to give a little shout out to my personal sponsors who have somehow stayed with me while I've been sitting on my thumb for this last little while. So, Lakes Networking from Australia, Custom MX Graphics, MotorX Oils, GB Orthopedics, DEP Pipes, RaceFX, and TCX Boots. Also, most importantly, is one of the best sponsors I have ever had and something I never thought possible, the German beer brewery of Rothaus. From humble beginnings in 1791, Rothaus has mastered the art of brewing the finest beers, and not only that, creating the best alcohol-free beers with their unique process of de-alkalizing the beer. So you have that awesome taste of beer and you'll be pinching yourself and thinking it's magic that it could be alcohol free. If you haven't listened to the latest news wrap-up podcast, actually our next guest will be joining in on the first ever EFMX World Championship Series in the new TIMX mobile game, This is Motocross, where 16 top riders will go head to head and throw down their best FMX run in the game. I remember Massimo used to be flat out playing moto games on his phone at events, but maybe with his first child on its way and now a married man, maybe he doesn't get as much time as he used to, but I'm sure he'll still want to win it. Actually, if you haven't already tuned into the Riders Lounge Facebook, or occasionally when I'm allowed to jump on the Night of the Jumps Facebook page, I've been doing some gameplay live streams, and the original idea was to release the first names of the riders to be invited into this new series. But in the end, I was just having so much fun playing online and getting some good banter going on there. So check it out if you want to see me go pro in video gaming, which has to be my next natural course of action. So yeah, if there's any sponsors out there listening right now, hey, hook us up. Esports is the way to go. Actually, Rob, who looks after the Night of the Jump social, is one of the best players so far in TIMX, and even crazier, Tia, who is one of the main guys in our crew and has never missed a single event in 20 years, is sitting in first place on the leaderboard right now. So I guess in the corona times, without any freestyle events, Tia is definitely making the best use of his time. So before I get way off track here, let's get back to the man of the hour from Italy. He has a few different projects. One of them is his Ride and Roll clothing line, so you'll want to check that out. But Massimo has really carved out his own career in freestyle motocross, and you'll probably know him more from his step-up accomplishments with 5 highest air world championship titles from Night of the Jumps, a silver medal, and 2 bronze medals at X Games in step-up. But you might be surprised with how he got started getting into it all. Days on the road. So here we are, sitting at the lovely Loreto Golf Club near Prague in the Czech Republic with one of the older freestyle motocross riders, Massimo Bianconcini. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you for make me do this podcast.
I didn't make you do it. You said you would happily come and do it. I didn't force you in. No, we've done this event together a couple of times. It's really fun to do the jam here with Petr Pilat, and next weekend you also have your own.
Yeah.
But you have your jam, Peter has his, and you seem to go to each other's. Is there like a little special bond there?
I think that me and Petra, we have a really good friendship, and I think it's really good to help each other. I mean, I come here for him, and next week he will come to my place, and we enjoy together, and we'll help each other, because his event is really fun. It's really nice. This year I took over also some other debut rider, James, David, and Leo. That is the first time that they come here. And when I proposed to them to come, immediately they said yes, because also about the situation that we have, that we stay out of a show for such a long time, never happened before.
Yeah.
So this one is like the first for us, also out of Italy. So that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
really good.
It's such a fun show. I've ridden twice that I can remember, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
And this is probably one of the best shows I did every year that I was living here in Europe, because there's no pressure to do anything.
Exactly.
And the ramps are perfect, the landing's perfect, and everyone's just here to have fun. And,
yeah,
and
it's
the
like
people love it.
It's like to ride in a garden, because Petr and the family is such a cool family, and everything is perfect. Like there is nothing that you can say is not good. So is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love it here. And I mean, we're near Prague. We're sitting overlooking mountains. We're overlooking a golf course right now. Thank you very much, Petr, for putting us in this awesome hotel. And Prague is one of the best cities I've ever seen.
Yeah, of course.
It's like a holiday coming here.
Yeah.
Obviously, this time I'm not riding.
And
but-
of course, it's holiday also for me, because when I'm at home, I am so busy, so many things to do, that take this 4-day out is like relaxing. It's like relaxing.
Yeah, you're
So-
looking stress-free right now. How many coffees have you had already this morning? It's what's the time now? We're at 10:30.
Only 2.
Only 2.
Yeah, come
Oh,
on.
come on.
Is
I think we're gonna have to get the waiter to come bring some more coffee for Massimo. So you have a lot of stories. I know you've got a lot of stories. We do a lot of interviews at Night of the Jumps, and I just have to ask one question, and you'll fill 20 minutes. So it's perfect. But I want to get to, how did you get into motocross? How did you get into freestyle? Because, I mean, you're 41 years old now?
I will turn on 41 in October.
I don't want to call 41 too early.
Whatever. I mean, I still feel like good with the head, not really good with the body. But if I train, if I go physio and stuff, I feel good. But my problem is that when I'm okay, I'm not doing nothing, and when I start having pain, I go again. So I wish to go like every 10 days to the physio for my back and stuff, because anyway, it's such a long time I'm on the bike, and for sure for my body is not that good.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's like our sport, and everyone know that it's hard. So
So how did you get into motocross from the start?
Is
it a family thing?
Yeah, it's a long story. I mean, I started riding the bike when I was 3 years old. I started first with the bike and then with the bicycle, so it was crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You start with a motorbike and then went back to the bicycle.
Yeah,
It makes
exactly.
sense.
So I started when I was 3 years old, and then when I was 6, I did my first race in with the kids.
Yeah.
And then from that time until when I was 14, I was riding every weekend like a competition for kids, like mini cross. And then when I was 14, my dad told me, okay, if you want to be a professional rider, now it's time to be a professional.
Yeah.
Until this time, it was like a joke for me, and my family never pushed me like to do it. It was just fun for me. Just no stress, no training. If I want training, I go. If not, nothing. So that was perfect for the mentality, and also I think now for the kids is the way to become a professional.
Yeah.
And then when I was 14, I turned to 125 and I start riding Italian Championship, European Championship, and I ride a lot around all over Europe. And then when I was 18, 19, more or less, Yeah, 19. I met Mickey Monti.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the godfather of motocross in Italy. I mean, was such a good rider. And at that moment, him and Fabio Balducci, that is another Italian rider that was riding World Championship and Supercross, they teach me how to do Supercross, and they took me all over Europe for the Supercross International, like in ADAC Supercross in Germany, France, Bercy.
Really? You were riding those big
Yeah,
Supercross
yeah.
events?
All the
Whoa.
Supercross International in Europe,
Yeah.
I did, like I compete in. So, and yeah, this is like how I became a Supercross rider. And then I was also 2 time in EMA Supercross. I ride in Las Vegas and in Salt Lake City
Whoa.
with the 125. And this was like
I had no idea.
You didn't know?
No.
Yeah. This was like the cherry on the cake. I mean,
That's huge.
yeah, it was like my dream to ride such a huge competition. And then when I come back, I continue to ride in a Supercross in Europe.
Yeah.
And we start see like the first freestyle event during the Supercross. And Jimmy Verbo,
Oh.
we were with him in his place
Yeah.
because we were riding some Supercross around. And he had like the first meta ramp. So he told us, hey, come on, try the ramp. It's fun. And we were super scary. It was super scary for us. But then we tried. And then when we come back in Italy, we said, no, come on, Mickey, we need to build a ramp. We need to start doing also some freestyle.
Yeah.
And then we start doing freestyle. And from 2003, we decide to leave the competition and start doing only freestyle. And that's start all the history of freestyle in Italy.
Wow.
And then we start doing only freestyle.
But so to quit Supercross,
Yeah.
and in 2003 you start freestyle, were you already doing shows? Like, were you making some money to think that this is a good idea to quit Supercross? Or was it just for fun? You just went...
We were getting some money doing Supercross. So, but in Italy there was a lot of requests of freestyle because it was such a new thing. So we decided to say, okay, let's start doing. We do like a little bit and a little bit, and then like in 1 or 2 years, I don't remember exactly, we decide to quit immediately and in total the Supercross, and we focus only on freestyle.
Yeah. Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So 2003, you're with Mickey Monti.
Yeah.
Is this the start of Debut? Is that kind of the same time?
No. I mean, Debut burn in 2000. Yeah, in the end of 2003, if I remember well.
Yeah.
We were on the way here to Prague for a show with Petr Pilat. And I remember that Pilat was jumping with the 85.
Really? Pilat was riding back then?
Yeah, was with the 85.
Wow.
And we were me, Mickey, and Jader Toninello, that now is not riding anymore freestyle, but he was one of the owner of the boot in the beginning.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about to give a name of this team, of this group of people. And we were thinking on the way with crazy name is going on and nothing really good went out. So in one moment, Jader said, "The boot." I said, "What the fuck is it, the boot?" And he said, "Yeah, the boot, because it's kind of slang of boots.
Yeah.
In American, and Italy, the shape of Italy is a boot, so the boot can be good. The boot, we use a boot for motocross, so." And then we decide to use this name, and now we are a big team. We are almost 20 rider inside of the team.
Whoa!
Different kind of rider, like with the sled, quad,
yeah,
and it's really good.
That's crazy. And so, what does Debut mean? Debut is basically a freestyle team doing shows around Italy, but you guys are all just friends. Like
Yeah,
you
we
just ride
I think-
together
yeah.
and
It's like a kind of group of friends. It's like a family,
Yeah.
a real family for me.
yeah.
So, and everyone help each other. It's really nice, for example, to be here with Leo, Davide, and James, because when we are together, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For example, in this time that we were home and not possible going anywhere, in 3 months I ride my bike just 4 times, and
Yeah.
it was boring alone. Like I didn't have energy and motivation to do it. And yesterday we had a training together, and it was like bam, full of adrenaline my body, and I did all my trick like nothing happened. Like I was riding
Yeah.
every day at home. So this is like the power of us.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part about freestyle is riding with your buddies and pushing each other. I rode a lot just on my own when I first started and just watching videos. And I think it took me 6 months to learn just a straight seat grab. It took so long because on your own, you just don't get that feeling. But
Yeah.
as soon as you're with buddies, everything comes so much easier. So I guess you guys in Italy
Yeah.
have a really good team going there.
Yeah, and also because on my view is like that for a long time I can say like the best rider in Italy, and now I know I'm not the best one anymore because Leo and Davide, and also there is like Matteo Botteon, Yannick,
Yeah,
that they are also really good rider and they pushing a lot. So I'm old and I want to show them that I still can keep going,
you can still do it.
I know I have not the trick that they have, but some tricks are still good. So
yeah, you
I'm
don't
happy.
need to be doing double grab flips
No,
anymore.
of course,
or learning
of course.
body varials. But I mean, yesterday you still threw out a nice indie flip and
Yeah.
knack flip, and yeah, I mean, you're just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Is this what I want? Because in one moment I was riding in Night of the Jump competition for such a long time, and in one moment I start to not having fun like before because like the level went high really, really fast,
Yeah,
and I was getting older, and I didn't have more motivation to push
yeah,
so hard. So I decided, okay, I wanted to ride, I wanted to do shows
yeah.
and stuff, but I don't want to compete anymore on freestyle. I prefer to be like a show rider, and I decide to focus on step up,
Yeah,
and in this kind of discipline I focus a lot right now, and then is what happened is I'm doing like this, and I'm happy to be like this. I mean, with Night of the Jump also I became a judge, and I'm really happy because I can help people also to understand how the judge system is working, because I'm a rider and I know exactly how's going on. So it's good also to give some advice to the rider, and I know that they listen to me. This is really good.
yeah. Man, you've just covered about all of my questions.
Okay, sorry.
In one thing, you've covered everything. So I think we can almost wrap this podcast up. Wow. No, let's go into a little bit more detail then. So
Yeah.
for Night of the Jumps, 2003, you're getting into freestyle motocross. You ended up riding at the World Championships
Yeah.
at Night of the Jumps and IFMXF and everything that it was called for so long.
Yeah.
Tell us about the early days, and then again, like you just said, you've finished because everyone was going crazy. You've got young kids now going nuts. But what was it like really getting into the World Championships, and how did you get into it?
My first Night of the Jump was in Salzburg. That
That's not the same event that Fabian had his crash and Alvaro and
yeah. Is this one
Derek Ballou had.
exactly?
Okay,
Is this
that
one?
one? Which
Is this one? And then after this, Night of the Jump came in Italy, in Milano, for
Yeah.
2 years, and I found in this day that I was at home the old video, and was crazy to see the old video, all the old tricks and stuff. And I did my first backflip on a kicker ramp in Milano.
Whoa.
And
You had
was
to bring
like,
the big trick for your hometown
yeah,
event.
it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I remember how nervous I was and how difficult it was for me because, I mean, it was just a backflip, but at this time, just a backflip was like, oh my God.
Ridiculous.
But there was already Adam Jones that he was doing Cordova flip and stuff, so it was already like, oh my God, you know. But yeah, after this time, I started working with them, and I did like, I think until this time every year all the competition with them. So it was really nice, and I focused a lot. I did like in Berlin a podium. I don't remember which year, but I remember I was riding with Andre Villa at this time.
Yeah.
That he won the competition there, and the same year I finished. I think 5 in an overall. So was really good because I was almost in the final every weekend. I remember a big battle with Fabian. That there was every time we were battled to go in or stay out to the final.
Yeah.
I remember there was also a video that we make in Brazil that we were like joking to fight who will be in the final, me and Fabi. So it was such a great time. And yeah.
So was Fabi one of the main guys you battled with, or was there somebody else that you really every
Yeah,
event?
maybe Night of the Jump, Fabi was one of the biggest competitor with me, but like just in the competition, we are still a good friend, and we had such a good time together. So
yeah, that's awesome. And then you got into the step up.
Yeah.
Step up first, the Night of the Jumps, and then obviously X Games.
this is funny.
But the first time I met you was in Torino, must have been 2012.
Yeah.
First time I ever met you. And Ivan, the Rocket Man. And you set a world record that night.
Yeah, but the story of Step Up start the year before.
Okay.
Because we were at Night of the Jump. We were looking at the track with Libor. We were in Basel. And Libor asked me, hey, why you don't do Step Up? I said, I don't like Step Up. It's like boring. And he told
Really?
me,
You're saying this now that you didn't like it?
Really. I said with Libor. And Libor told me, hey, but come on. You can do it. You have a good skill on the bike, and then you can get a little bit more money. When he said like this, I said, yeah, maybe I can get
Ding,
a
ding,
little
ding.
more money. I can try. I mean, I have skills. I can do it. And I won.
Oh.
The same day I won, and I kicked Libor.
So now he's pissed that you started.
And from that time, I started doing Step Up.
Yeah.
And in Torino, I got the record. And I even didn't know that I can go so high.
What was the record that night?
11 meter 50.
11 meters 50.
Yeah.
Talk about that just quickly because I can't even calculate right now. I'm going to calculate that in feet. 11 meters
50.
50 times 3.3, 38 feet.
Yeah, 38 feet.
Not bad.
Not bad. Also because I was jumping with the two-stroke. And then after this record, the same year I got the invitational for X Games. And this was like, wow. I mean, a dream come true, you know, because X Games is like I think for every FMX rider is like a goal to be there, just to be there. And also because for Step Up, they invite only 6 riders in the world. And to be into this 6 rider is like already a crazy stuff. So
well,
I
was just going to say, just on the world record, the one thing that really stood out for me was I got hit with oil, hot oil, when I watched you do that. And why did I get hit with hot oil? Because your Marzocchi, I think they were Marzocchi forks, exploded on the landing, and one tube just completely split,
open,
and just oil exploded out, hit
in my
like
face,
20 people, and it was ridiculous. So you went so high. In that night, Ivan Zacconi did the Rocket Man. He went to the moon, and that was his first time ever.
Yeah, also, he was jumping really good.
Yeah, and you set the record, and on landing, your forks exploded. So could you have gone higher?
I don't know. Maybe yes, but you never know. But, I mean, it's good how everything starts. I mean, after the same year I went to LA for X game, and I was the only one with the two-stroke because I have no experience at all.
Oh yeah.
So it was like, wow. And everything, all the setup was completely different. Like, Night of the Jump was good, but there was like 3 times bigger.
Huge.
Everything bigger. So
And the pressure.
and the pressure was really high because, being a new place with the best rider in the world and live TV and stuff. But it was a good experience.
Who were you up against in that first X Games step up?
There was Renner
Whoa.
that he won. And then there was Matt Byton.
Yeah.
And then there was Richmond.
Oh yeah. Miles
and
Richmond.
Then Todd Potter.
Yeah.
And then another one, I don't remember who was it. I don't remember who was
But
the other
still
one.
massive names.
Yeah, massive name.
And here's Massimo Bianconcini.
Yeah. And then was nice because also in 2013 they invite me, and but nothing happened. No medal, nothing. I went with the 4-stroke. I start going better and better. And then in 2014 or 15, I didn't get the invitational.
Really?
No. And so I said, okay, I will not go because no invitational, nothing. And then they came out that they want to do a pre-quali in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
So it was a time in May that I didn't have any shows. I said, okay, maybe we can go. We can take like a holiday,
Yeah.
and then we can do like the pre-quali. If it will be good, I will go to Austin. If not, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I went to Vegas, and I won there.
Whoa.
So I get the invitational to
Finally.
go in Texas. I went in Texas, and I got the medal. I got the silver medal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And
so
they weren't going to invite you before.
Exactly.
Mm.
So at this time was like, wow, I got the medal.
That's so
and until
crazy.
this time, I got the invitational every year. And the year later, I got the bronze. No, the year later, I didn't got. I got the 4th place.
Yeah.
And then in 2016, I got a bronze in Texas against, and it was crazy because I kick out from the podium Renner.
Oh.
And for me, it was like Ronnie, he's like the godfather of step up, and kick him out from the podium is like, wow.
Yeah.
It's almost like to get a gold, you know?
That was enough. Who cares?
And it was funny because in a party, Ronnie came to me and he said, hey, thank you, Massimo. You destroy my summertime now.
No podium incentives for Renner.
Yeah.
No
and also
holidays.
because it was such a long time that Ronnie getting a medal every year. So it's crazy. And then, 16, I got the bronze. 16, we moved to Minneapolis, and I got also a bronze there. And then 18, I didn't go because in February in Berlin, in Night of the Jump, I broke my tendon.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Was
on step up, right?
On step up, yeah.
Yeah.
On step up. And it was crazy.
You were going for a record that night, weren't you?
Yeah, I already won the competition in Berlin, but I said, okay, let's do one more jump. Maybe I can go over my record. And I broke my tendon. So I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have felt good that night. Actually, I think Andrea was sitting with us.
Yeah.
And she just went, oh no.
And then I also judged the final with the tendon broken, remember?
That's right. Yeah, you did, because we were sitting up in the judges' box.
It was like
you came up,
crazy.
you hobbled up, you judged, and then you went to hospital that night,
I went
I
to
guess.
hospital, and then the day after I fly back to Italy. And on Monday morning, I get the surgery.
That's so
and
crazy.
Then it was like a record to be back on the bike, because normally it took like about 4 to 5 months to get back on the bike with the tendon. And 2 months and 1 week, I went back to the bike.
Wow.
Yeah, I was working like a crazy every day with the physio, with all the stuff of the mobile clinic that they follow also MotoGP and Superbike. I have a really good friend on it, and it was such a good work for everyone.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
So your step up career has just exploded, and you didn't even want to do step up.
Yeah,
in the
exactly,
beginning.
exactly.
That's-
And now is one of my first uh, discipline that I do, that I focus on, and I'm working a lot of on the bike with the setup and stuff. So I wanted to be on the top still for a few years.
What's it like to set up a bike for step up compared to freestyle motocross?
It's completely different. I mean, in the beginning you can say it's similar, but then I realized this year that we had a lot of time to work on it, and there is a lot of stuff going on, like with the power, because with the KTM factory they give me like special part for the bike. With my technical suspension, we work and we change a lot the setup. We change a lot also the setup on the back of the bike with the link and stuff, for have more grip and more.
You
more
were trying
stuff,
to
so-
explain that to me yesterday. What did you do? Or is this inside
no.
secrets?
It's not a secret. I mean, also if you check the bike of Supercross, everyone have the different setup in the back. So to have more grip, you change like the link and you make a little longer. But also there, you're not make. Okay, I make a little longer.
Yeah.
You have to see how longer. And
Okay.
if it's too much, you go on the opposite way. If it's too short, it's not good. You have to find the good line.
Yeah.
And also because you have to have the shock on a good setup for the link. So it's like not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
And any other changes? I guess big engine changes.
Engine is like something about electronic stuff.
Okay.
And the pipe, the inside pipe, because I'm using the standard pipe, but
Okay.
inside is different because we work with the KTM factory and they told me what to do it. And suspension is really important. The pressure of the tire is really important.
Really?
Really important. And also this depend how is the ground on the back where you have the grip. So there is a lot of small things that together make a big thing.
Yeah. With the tire pressure, do you need more or less? Because you need traction, but you also need it to not kind of lose, to get soft as you're going up. You kind of want more bounce.
Yeah. I just told you that when I got the medal, my first medal, the guy that was working on the tire on Dunlop in US that helped me there, he told me for the last jump to put 0.6
bar. Okay.
So really low.
And it worked.
Yeah, it's work. It was
Okay.
working.
So in that one, you had less pressure, you got more grip, you went up. Whereas I'd be sitting here I'm not a step up expert. Actually, I'm really crap at step up. But I would probably be thinking, like 20 PSI or more. No, it doesn't work. Okay.
No. It's like, but it's good because you have to work on the bike. It's like really technical, and you need to have skills on the bike because when you start going 13 meters, it's not that easy. I mean, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's super scary. Yeah.
I guess I'm 1 meter or 2 meters above the top of the landing, and that's scary.
Yeah. I mean, this year I went in February to Australia for 500 loop. It's like a big competition. Adelaide. It's really big competition, and they did like 3 days of step up competition, like 2 competition a day for 3 days, like 6 competition in a row, and it's like killing me, really killing me. But at this moment, you can have the best feeling with the bike. You can try everything. You have time to figure it out, everything. And in the end, the last day, I won both competition, and I was super happy because a lot of good rider was there. Only Jerry wasn't rider because I get injured in the hand, but he prepared the setup and he made the best setup ever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, McNeil with that steel wrist on the excavator.
It's
would have
crazy.
been perfect.
But I was happy because I said will be a really good training for X Games.
Yeah.
But then it happens the COVID and now everything is stopped. So, but yeah.
But you told me yesterday, actually, that Jared was really checking out your bike. He was interested
because
to see.
he realized that I was going high, and it's good because also he give me some advice how to do it, how to move the bike all over the bar. So and he's not stupid, so he saw that I was changing stuff on the bike to get more feeling. And he asked me, and it's good that such a good rider, such a king now on a step up, he watch in what are you doing on the bike. So this is good.
That's cool. That's really cool. So you've turned step up into basically your thing. That's now your discipline that you really focus on.
Yeah.
You're not too bad at whips either.
Yeah, also
you got some whips.
Yeah. Also, it's like, but I think because like my background of motocross is like basically like whipping on the motocross bike, so that's why I have a good feeling on the whip, and also is one of the trick that I love more to do. It is just style, like when you go do a good whip, is like wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Make you happy.
Yeah, I would rather get a good whip than sometimes some of my biggest tricks. But then I can't whip for shit. So like, if I get a good one, I'm like, I feel like Ronnie Renner right now, or Ricky Carmichael. Then you see the picture and no, not even close.
Hey, the important is what you feel like.
You know, like when I used to ride a lot, and it was just me riding, and Rachel would watch, and I'm probably doing 20, 30, 40, 50 whips in a row, and I'm like, I'm feeling so good. And then I'll look over at Rach, and she's like, no. What? Come on. I was upside down. Like, I'm looking under the bike. No.
It's good.
That was before, like, we didn't, like, I've never had cameras. I've never had a good camera or a video camera. Now that we've got mobile phones with good cameras.
Now it's easy doing everything.
But back, 10 years ago, I never even knew what I looked like. I just had to ask, like, does it look good? And she would say, no, it's shit. Okay, then. So you've won a lot of best whips at Night of the Jumps. Did you get into X Games for best whip?
Only one time, because when I was X Game in Australia 2 years ago, Step Up was cancelled because of the weather.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was there
wet.
and they asked me if you want to do a whip. I said okay, but with the Step Up bike, doing whip it wasn't really good.
Yeah.
So I did my best. I had fun, but wasn't that good like I am with the freestyle bike, the normal freestyle bike.
So the Step Up bike came undone.
And also because in the ramp I jump with the 2-stroke, and the Step Up I'm doing with the 4-stroke. So jumping for me with the 4-stroke in the ramp is like I jump, but I don't really like. I feel completely different. I have no good feeling. So, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So you were going along. You've got into Step Up. You were still doing freestyle motocross competitions, and then you said before how you finished that. Is there a couple of reasons why you finished freestyle motocross? I know with Kevin passing. And I know your father passed away as well, which now your jam at your house is like dedicated to your father.
Yeah.
Did that have a bearing on why you finished freestyle motocross competition?
Not really. It's not one of the reason because I stopped. I stopped doing competition. It's just because I realize, and I think it's good, when you are getting older, and you start thinking too much, it's better say, okay, is the time that I ride my bike just for fun, and I don't want to have any pressure or stuff that make me crazy and force me to do something that I don't really want to do. And this I think is important because you can save your body and you
save your mind.
Exactly. So Right now I feel good. I have a lot of fun to ride my bike with the friends.
Yeah.
I have no pressure to do, okay, I have to do my run and stuff. Also, if I know that I can still doing, because
Yeah.
long time ago in 2008 I was doing seat grab flip, cliffhanger flip. So
Whoa.
yeah,
Hey, Leo, did you hear that?
yeah.
Massimo was doing cliffhanger flips back in 2008. Leo Feeney's in the background. He's only just starting cliffhanger flips now, so.
Yeah, but
Leo said Massimo's the boss.
so yeah, that's why I decide. And like this, I think I can go still for 5-6 years. Until my head is okay and my body help me for this, I can still ride.
Yeah,
so that's why I quit doing competition of freestyle.
That's cool.
This is the reason.
Actually, I remember when Rachel and I came to your place, it must have been in 2014. We did the Road to Nations video for Night of the Jumps for the Freestyle of Nations. And we came to your place, and that was so interesting seeing where you come from. There was your mum's house that we came to. You had some World War II trucks or something. So tell us about that, because that's definitely a big hobby of yours.
Yeah. It's like, just because on my place, the war stopped for almost 1 year, and they were fighting German to Deutsch there.
Yeah.
German and German and American.
Yeah.
And they were fighting there, and you can find still a lot of stuff on the ground, and it's one of my passion. I have not a lot of time to go, but I have like my little museum with a lot of medal, a lot of bullet, a lot of how to say, helmet, and it's crazy if you go.
Which helmets, German or American?
Both. I have both.
Yeah.
And then I have like two American car. One is like a Willys, a small one, and one is a Dodge, is the biggest one.
And how did you get them?
Because we had some old people have it in the garage.
Yeah.
And it was like not destroyed, but like, when you have something that you don't use for like 50 years or something.
Yeah.
So me and my cousin, we take it and we rebuild all, and we make all new, and then now it's there.
That's cool.
It's something that you have there. One day that you want to sell, you can get good money. So it's like a little investment that you have, and I use like my car for the wedding. When I got married with Andrea, I decided to use the old car to do this, because it was a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was so surprised when we turned up, and so that was at that time. Maybe it was the second time I came back when you had a little show at your mum's place.
Yeah.
And we were down at the jump just below the house, maybe 200 meters, 300 meters.
Yeah.
And I remember you said, just you look in the dirt and you scratched. What was it? It was like the gunpowder.
The fire powder.
Yeah, the gunpowder for the bullets. You can still find this in the dirt at your house. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the war was basically, they were stopped in the hillside near your mum and dad's house for one year. Yeah,
1 year. Yeah.
That's
and like
crazy.
Few weeks ago, I went with my friend that is like really into it. It's like crazy, and he have a really good metal detector. And I took him in a place where he never went, near to my house, and we find something cool. Something really cool, and now we want to go again, because he have like another metal detector that is going down more than 3 meters. And like,
what did you
it's
find?
Like kind of it's such a cool stuff that you go, you never know when it start raining, and you start in mage, because you see the ground, you see like all the hole. And you start thinking, okay, maybe from here they were shooting on this direction, and it's really
So
like
really,
this.
you become a historian, and you're like a battle planner, thinking about what
and
they
if
did.
you think like this, you find the stuff because you know where they were shooting at, and you go on this direction and you find like bullet and you find like stuff.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. You have to come one time with me. And you
Oh,
will
I'd
see
love to come with a metal
how
detector. And
crazy is like to discover stuff and to see also the place, and you can realize the whole thing there.
that's so nuts. So yeah, you're somewhere. I'm not going to say exactly where you are, but you're somewhere near Bologna. or-
Yeah, I live exactly. I live in Loiano, like
Yeah.
in the hill of Bologna.
Yeah.
And I mean, Loiano is the city hall. My mom
Yeah.
is Monterenzio, another
Yeah.
city hall, but it's just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
That's so crazy. So you look for things in the ground from World War II. There's other stuff you find in the ground with your dogs.
yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this dog I don't have anymore because
no.
it was like the dog of my dad,
Yeah.
and he died when he was 17 years old. The
Oh,
dog.
nice.
So
I don't know how many dog years that is, but that's good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So what were you finding with your dog?
Truffle.
The truffles.
The truffle is like crazy. It's also another thing that is really nice. I wish one day to be back on this, but you need a lot of time because you need to have a dog, and going with the dog like almost every day you have to spend a lot of time with it. And but right now I'm so busy to all the things that I have to do it, so it's not that easy anymore. So the day that I will have time, I know exactly where the truffle is, so no problem.
Wait for them to grow up big and strong. Nice big truffles. And what do you do with the truffles? Do you sell them or just you keep them for
Normally,
yourself?
It's work like this. If you find a lot, you sell.
Yeah.
If not, you eat with the friends.
Yeah.
That is the best part of going find truffle. So I never sell truffle.
Yeah.
If I find a lot, okay, I call 30 people and okay, let's make a good dinner together, and that's it.
Actually, speaking of dinner, Massimo sent Rachel and I a video one time of, we just call it the Massimo pasta. I don't know what it's called. It's probably the most simple pasta in the world, but it is one of the best I've ever eaten. And I remember in the video your English wasn't so good. I remember you said, now you turn on a fire and you put in a little bit of oil. You must have used like 200 mils of oil. Like it looked like you were getting ready to pre-mix your two-stroke. There was so much oil. I couldn't believe it, but it's unbelievable. So Massimo, the chef.
I love cooking.
Yeah.
I love cooking, and that's why I don't know. I really love to be in the kitchen to prepare food. Also now in this time that we were home, every day I have a little garden with all the vegetable and stuff. So it was good to going out, take a vegetable, go inside, cooking, invent some new recipe.
That's cool.
It was nice.
That's awesome. So you're into cooking, but you've now got a new business as well.
Yeah,
you've got the wine bar.
We opened a wine bar. It's like enoteca. I don't know in English how.
No, I don't know.
In Italian is wine bar is enoteca. Okay,
Yeah.
James. Yeah, wine bar.
Yeah,
and it's really good because it's me and my friend Emmanuel and Manuello. Manuello is like a professional boxer.
Okay.
And we decide in September last year to open. No, we decided in July last year.
Yeah.
But then we opened in September after my wedding.
Yeah.
And it's really small place, but really nice, like typical, like old wine place, you know. And it's good because we are on a place in the center of the village in Loiano, and there you can drink good wine, good whiskey, good rum, good beer, and you can eat like some piadina with salumi for my cheese, marmalade and stuff like that. So
you get some salumi di Scarpaccia. You get some of that there. Well, I'll have to hook you up with some Rothaus beer for the wine bar as well.
Of course.
We've got to get the sponsors in there somehow. So you've got the wine bar now in the middle of Liano. You said last night actually that it's doing quite well, this business.
Yeah, it's working good because
even after you were shut for coronavirus, which is the worst time. You've just started a business, and then it was
crazy.
closed.
But now we are working. It's crazy because we are working more than before. Because anyway, we are in a village. There is nothing in the village, and we are the only one that propose something different.
Yeah,
it's not a normal bar,
Yeah.
So you can go there, drink, enjoy, chill. Without stress, and now we are working really good. So
is it because you've traveled the world and your mind is so much more open than, let's say, the normal?
Yeah, maybe
people?
yes, but also because the other owner, my friend, they have the same mentality of me.
That's
so
cool.
we try to find all the time different stuff to do it, to involve people, to enjoy us. So
that's cool.
That's cool.
So you just said that's one of a couple of businesses you've got. What else are you up to?
I have a tattoo shop in Bologna, and also there I have some partner. I have like some how to call, like MC Harley Club in Bologna. Like the Hells Angel of Bologna is like partner of my tattoo shop. They are really good guy. Also, if everyone say he's a bad boy. No, they are really good guy.
Wow, this is you're not a stereotypical Italian mafia guy at all. No. Wow.
No, yeah. And we have a tattoo shop that now is working also good, because also we were closed for 3 months, but now everyone want to make a new tattoo, so we are booked until August.
Wow.
We are full,
Man, okay. Good business ideas
and
right
now
there.
also I'm working with Alex Salvini because we have some project going on. I'm helping him with the team.
Yeah.
And we have in a compound where we make, where we will do like the show next week.
Is that the same compound that I came to for your dad's jam? Okay.
Exactly. The same one. Now we have a school of MX, and we want to do also FMX. We also with the other rider of the boot, and so we have a lot of stuff going on. But step by step we will do everything.
So right now, what are you doing? Since Corona started, you've had a lot of time, no riding, no shows. Now you're with Alex Salvini. You're a truck driver or mechanic, or what? What are you doing? What is it?
I'm doing a mechanic for him during the week, like helping him with his bike and with the bike of the client. And then when I have a free time, because of course I want to help them, but I said I want to still be a rider. So when I have no shows, I go with the big track of the team in a competition, and I help them with the hospitality, with the bike and stuff. So is also something like that I had when I was young, to be like a mechanic of the team. So
you're not just a rock star freestyle rider turning up to X Games and
no, I like to do a lot of stuff.
You're getting your hands dirty. You're doing the real work.
I love to do, and also because can be something for the future, because also Alex make a team, because one day he will finish riding, but we have also a Brazilian rider into the team. So maybe the day that Alex will stop riding, we will have other rider, and we can keep going in the sport. So that stay in the motor world is my idea for the future. So
man, that's really cool. And you've got some other famous friends. Marco Melandri.
Yeah, also because we have another business,
Oh, you have a business with him as well?
Yeah, Ride and Roll.
Oh, he's Ride and Roll.
Ride and Roll is like, became like a joke.
Yeah.
We make a brand. We have James, that is designer of the graphic and stuff. So it's really good to have the help of him. And it's crazy because we have an importer here in Czech Republic, and we are selling more stuff in Czech Republic than in Italy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so, but we make like t-shirt, hoodie, cap, glove for motocross, and stuff like that. But it's like kind of a joke, but yeah, step by step, maybe one day can be a really huge company. We never know, you know.
That's so funny.
But
So
there's so much stuff to do it.
you have a wine bar with a professional boxer.
Yeah.
You have the tattoo shop. That's kind of your thing anyway.
Yeah.
You have Alex Salvini and you doing a race team.
Yeah.
And Marco Melandri from Superbikes.
Yeah.
You're doing ride and roll.
Yeah. And now it's also like from yesterday that Marco, you know, he said last year he quit. He said, okay, it's over. My career with Superbike.
Whoa.
I don't want to ride anymore.
Is this public news? Is this an...
No. It's like from a few days ago.
Yeah.
And a few days ago, I got
Did he tell his
message.
sponsors this, or is this the first time somebody's heard this?
No.
Are we surprising his race team?
No. He's already
Okay.
public.
Okay.
And but a few days ago, I read on Facebook something that Melandri signed a new contract for this season. What? Is a fake news or what? So I
Donald
called
Trump
him
fake news.
because, you know, many times happen. So I called Marco and I said, hey, is it true? Yes.
Really?
I decided to be back because there was some good things going on with a good bike, with a good team, without pressure and stuff. Only six competition, only in Europe. Also because Marco now is a commentator of DAZN for MotoGP, so everything can fit. So he said,
perfect.
okay, I want to be back.
One more year.
So we'll be back, and it's good for us. It's good for the sport. I think he's a good Italian rider, and to be back again, and because also he finished his career not in a good way, like not with a good result. But I'm sure that Marco, if he's in a good spot with a good bike, with a good team, can be on the top again. So,
and if he's feeling good and happy in the head, hopefully it turns into good results on the track.
Exactly.
There's one more famous person that I'm going to ask you about, and you can answer this or not.
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard of this video and the people you hang around with. A porn star from Italy, right? What's the go there? The
king.
Rocco Siffredi?
He's the god of the porn video. I mean,
how did you get involved with Rocco?
Also,
with the
here is
porn
like
star?
A long story. I mean, one day I was back for a show, and I got a phone call. I answer, and one guy in the other part of the phone said, "Hey, Bianco." I said, "Yes." Sorry if I disturb you. I'm Rocco. Rocco who? Rocco Siffredi. I said, yeah. Come on. Who is? Because I thought it's a joke, you know. Because come on, you never think everyone know Rocco Siffredi for many different reasons.
I didn't know anything until somebody. This must be like 10 years ago. They said, "Hey, did you know the debut guys like hanging out with this porn star?" I'm like, what?
So anyway, he want to do like he was filming a video, a movie, and inside of the movie there was all the stories around the bike. So they call us to go in Budapest in his compound to do like a normal show during filming the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
you
it was like
freestyle
a crazy
show.
Yeah.
In a porn.
Exactly.
Wow.
So we were doing freestyle, and under the ramp they were doing some crazy stuff. Yeah. It was crazy.
That's
but
so
it was
crazy.
a long time ago. We were young. We were. But now we still have a good contact with Rocco. Rocco is really good guy. He's really a real person. He's not only a porn actor.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks that porn actor is a porn. And blah, blah, blah. No, it's like it's a work. It's like a work, like a normal work. Not that easy.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy. He helped us a lot with our stuff. He was with us in January in Italy, so he's such a cool guy.
Oh, that's so interesting. You've got some friends in all different places.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
So you're near the end of freestyle motocross, as in competitions. You're still doing shows. You're now into judging at the World Championships. Where to from here? For Massimo Bianconcini, continue judging, continue these businesses. Are you married yet? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get married. You did get married. But very, very soon, you've got a baby on the way. First baby with Andrea.
Yeah. I'm
looking forward to daddy life. Will that change your freestyle motocross career?
No.
You think?
I want to still doing the same stuff that I'm doing now. I wish to still be a judge on Night of the Jump because I really love to be a judge, like I said before. I want to still doing freestyle, step up. I want be a good daddy.
Yeah.
I hope I will be a good daddy, and I can't wait to have Aurora in my hand. And I'm happy that is a girl. Yeah. Because maybe like this, she will not ride the motorbike, but you never know, because I see Edgar Toronteras have a girl, but she riding with the quad and bike, so...
If it's Edgar's baby, it's going to be crazy anyway, right?
Exactly. So... But yeah, you never know. I want to... for sure, I did like this other business because a day that I will quit completely doing freestyle, I can have something for my family. I can have some other money. Now is not a good huge money, but it's something that is there. Exactly. And it can grow and I'm sure they can grow. So we will see. But for sure, I already said many times that Mickey Monti, that is like my mentor, stopped riding freestyle when he was 50. So I'm 41.
At least 9 years. Go 51. You've got to beat Mickey.
I mean, maybe in 1 year I decide to quit. Yeah. But if my mind is okay and my body also, why not?
Keep it going.
Why have to stop?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I have a lot of good sponsors that help me, and I have good connection with them. I propose them all the time new stuff, and I'm working on picture on stuff. Also now I'm there is like a new idea of free riding in Italy. So we were working with James and Lorenzo Refrigeri, that is really a good guy and a photographer, to have some crazy stuff on free ride. That free ride in Italy is like almost impossible to do it, but we find some good secret spot around my place and around Italy. So we have a lot of stuff going on. So
that's awesome. Thank you so much for taking some time out. I mean, you're about to get ready and ride Peter's Jam later on this afternoon, so you probably need to have 3 more coffees and a coffee sleep.
Hey, Leo, order a coffee.
No, Leo's already had his coffee. Yeah, they're good guys behind us, right?
Yeah.
Leo, James, and David are just sitting there drinking coffee. Didn't even offer one for Massimo. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good friends. Yeah, I thought you said it was like a family in debut, but maybe...
Yeah, come on.
The black sheep. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and see you soon.
Cool. Well, there you go. I bet you're enlightened after that one. I really hope we see Massimo still sending it into his 50th birthday. But I'm guessing with his poor old back, it'll be crying out for more painkillers to get him there. And actually, later that day, after this interview, after the first show at Petr Pilat's Jam, Bianco jacked his back up on a whip flip and needed Dr. Davide Rossi to give him a painkiller injection into his arse cheek. I'm not sure what's worse, actually. The fact that he was in that much pain, or the fact that Massimo was so prepared he had all the tools with him to get that injection in. It looked like it was a surgery there in the back of his van. The joys of freestyle motocross, hey? So after chewing the fat with Massimo for near on an hour, I'm more than happy to wet my whistle with a cold Tannenzaepfle beer from Rothaus. And actually, I realised that I've probably been saying this name with a German accent all the time, because at least after living here for more than 6 years, I don't speak the language of German, but I've kind of at least learnt the accent. So if you're a little bit confused as to what I've been saying this whole time, it's Rothaus to my Australian listeners, or if I was going to say it like normal, Rothaus. I don't know. So whichever makes sense for you. But either way, when you go down to a bottle load looking for a carton of cold Tannenzaepfle, would be the Aussie way of saying it, that's the way to do it. Tannenzaepfle from Rothaus, the best beer you're going to have. If you enjoyed this interview, all you need to do to make sure that you are notified when the next one comes out is simply subscribe in whatever podcast platform you're listening to this on. Also, just share it with your mates on Instagram and Facebook, which also helps to get the word out there. For me now, I'm going back to playing TIMX on my phone right now. There's a new update just came out on Google. There should be a new one on Apple as well very, very soon. And I need to win about 6,000 more trophies to even get close to being at the top of this game. Like, it's crazy how much the top guys are playing. I'll see you soon in the live streams on Facebook.